Good morning. It's Tamara here from Soul Blossom Intuitive Energy Healing. And I'm jumping on today to do some live readings because these are by far my most favorite thing to do. So yes, I might just draw a card for the collective while I'm waiting for people to jump on. So if you like a card, just comment yes, please. And I'll pop you on my list. Good morning, Melissa. It's still morning, isn't it? Yes. I will add you top of my list. How have you been? How's everything going? Dealing with the whole current world stuff. I don't actually want to talk too much about that today because I've been deep in it for the last couple of weeks and I kind of feel like I've just come out of a tunnel. Just come out of the tunnel. So let me just pop this on my laptop so I can see all of your comments. Hi, Nicole. Welcome, welcome. Looking forward to some sunshine, ain't that the truth? I can see a little bit out my window right now, but it's pretty cold. It's pretty cold. Here we are. Okay. Excellent. I've been rearranging my house, so new setup today. Nicole. I've been struggling with my house for the last probably 6 months just because, you know, I've got so much stuff that I don't need and it just felt really dark and enclosed and just, you know, just didn't feel right. Yeah. So, yeah, this week it's all about changing up my physical. So I've rearranged a whole heap of stuff. Rearranged my kitchen and dining room and my lounge room, and I'm working on the kids' rooms. So whole new flow to my house, which is awesome. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jenny. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so before I start, just letting you guys know that I do have 30-minute Zoom readings available. So they are face-to-face, interactive deep dives, which are awesome. I, as I really like using the word psychic, but that's technically what I am. As a reader, I don't tell the future. Because I believe that the future is not set in stone. So I could tell you something in this moment and you could make a different choice from this moment to change the trajectory of your future because the future is not set in stone. So what I do as a reader is I tap into your energy of where you're at now and the trajectory of where you're actually headed. Within the energy that you're in. So I like to think that my readings are more of a healing as well. So this is where you're at. This is what you can work on. Here's some tools and resources. Here's some extra support. Watch out for this. Focus on that. Like it's really about nurturing your soul and your healing journey as opposed to telling you the future, because I just don't believe that, you know, the future is just not set in stone. So and as a natural healer myself, that's, you know, as a healer, that's how I feel I need to show up for you guys is you know, I'm not here to heal you, but I'm here to give you the tools and the support to heal yourselves. That's what any good healer should be. It shouldn't be about having to come back and come back and come back. It's about arming you guys with all the tools that you need to be able to heal yourself. So, I also wanted to let you know that there's some people that have come up in readings over the last few times about their energy, about containing your energy, about keeping your energy clear, about putting in your energetic barriers so that people don't take too much of your energy. So I'm actually going to do a live stream on this tomorrow. I'm going to put a post on the page today with some resources, because the main part of what I use is called the internal compass. So I will pop a link in here with the internal compass, or it's actually for Hannah Andrews. She's from Reality Awareness. She's my mentor, and she's the one that brought the internal compass to me. So I will give you a link to her free meditation pack, which has the internal compass meditation in it, the activation meditation in it, as well as the internal compass chakra clearing meditation. So 2 really invaluable tools that I really want to share with you. So I will pop that up as soon as I finish the live stream today. And then tomorrow I'm going to take you through the process that I use every morning to protect myself, to put my energetic barriers into place so that I don't just give all of my energy out to everyone else, so that I can remain full and not, not allowing others to take my energy from me and all that sort of stuff, because that used to be me as the people pleaser. I used to end up drained all the time, just because I put all of my stuff, all of my energy into other people. So I'm going to jump on tomorrow, probably in the evening for me. So about, I was going to say about this time, but it's not going to be about this time. It'll be tomorrow afternoonish, to walk you through that process. So if you've got time to do the internal compass meditation first, the activation meditation first, I highly recommend that you do that. So yes, I'll pop that post with the link to the Hannah's free meditation pack. It's got a couple of other goodies in there as well. So yes, I will do that. All right. Hello, Angela. Welcome. Beautiful name. I have a daughter called Angela. All right. We are going to start with you, Melissa. I've set myself up so I've got access to every single deck of cards I own, as well as the ones that are in front of me. So this is my new office. Well, for now, anyway, we'll see how that goes. All right, Melissa, where am I going to start with you? I'm not really too sure, actually. No, that's not it. It's not a very good start today. Maybe it's not such a great idea. I've got too many things to choose from. Okay. Oh. Okay, and while I'm thinking about it, feel free to share this live stream. Feel free to share me with your friends as well. I want to try and start reaching more people, showing up, being more active, more interactive. I feel like there's a lot of fear, a lot of judgment in the world right now. So it's my job to, sorry, Spirit just gave me a little card. So I feel like it's my purpose to be able to show up and share love and share connection and share like joy, being able to focus on the beautiful things in life, as opposed to what's put in our faces every single day, every moment of every day. So share away. Excuse me. Okay. Melissa. So a card just jumped out a minute ago, and it was the Breathe card, which has been a really strong message for me over the last few days. Just breathe, Tammy. So maybe I'll just share that with you guys in case anyone else needs to hear it today as well. Froze there for a second. Okay, vulnerability. So I've tried to work out how to flip my camera around, but it doesn't work on my phone, so just have to bear with me. Vulnerability, Melissa. So where do you need to soften? That's there's a whole influx of divine feminine energy right now, and it's being highlighted in our lives about how we need to tap more into our feminine. So how can you tap more into your feminine? Where do you need to be more vulnerable in your life? So stepping out of the masculine organization control energy that we're so used to living in, especially as, you know, as parents, as business owners, as, you know, women, I guess, not all women, but most of us, we have that, because being in our masculine means that we don't need to be soft and vulnerable. It means we don't need to be, to feel unsafe, because it doesn't feel safe to be vulnerable. So where can you soften in your life, Melissa? Where can you step back from the masculine energy and step into the feminine energy, which is really open and really receiving and really nurturing as well? So where can you nurture yourself more in your life? I feel like, Melissa, you do so much for everybody else. I feel like you put so much of your love and effort and energy into everybody else. And now it's time to put some of that into yourself. Or put yourself first. That's what they're saying. Put yourself first. Because when you love and nurture yourself and you fill your own cup, then you're more capable of being able to show up in that feminine energy for those that are around you, because they need that nurturing. They need that permission to feel all the feels. Yeah. Let's see. I might pull another card from a different deck for you. Oh, let me shuffle first. Oh, no. Okay, get grounded. Get grounded. So it's about coming out of your head and dropping into your heart. Stop overthinking everything. Stop overanalyzing everything. Stop making decisions from up here, because that's just causing more angst and more stress on who you are and where you're at and where you're headed. So try and drop a little bit more into your heart, ground yourself. So when we ground ourselves, we come out of our head and back into our bodies and back into our heart space. So let's see what else comes out for you. Oh, you're going to give me an opportunity to shuffle. So what lights you up? So that's just reconfirming the need to focus on yourself, to find out what brings you joy, what ignites that feminine for you. That's what it's really about. It's about igniting that feminine. So how can you shift that energy? Do you sing? Do you dance? Do you go for a walk and spend time outside? So really put yourself first. That's your message. Put yourself first. Do what lights you up. Do what makes you feel good. And then and keep yourself grounded in your body. And then you'll be able to show up more from your heart space and have a more positive effect on the life that you live and all the people that you come in contact with. Okay. So I hope that was helpful, Melissa. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. Looking forward to some sunshine. So maybe go outside anyway. Yeah. Okay. It's funny. I've got really itchy ears. So our ear chakras, maybe that's why that was as well. Our ear chakras, they are part of the chakra system. I know not many people actually teach them, but because they're connected to our clairaudience, right? They're really important, and it means we work with 8 chakras, so it's more balanced. The masculine, feminine is more balanced because our ears are predominantly feminine. They're a real feminine energy, so it's opening up, listening to what we need, listening to the others around us, or listening to ourselves. I think a lot of people right now need to go inwards, yeah, as opposed to listening to what's going on the outside. So, Nicole, excellent, you're still here. I am up next. You are up next. I just saw my name. That's why. Okay. All right. Nicole. Hello, beautiful Kate. I've been watching your awesome lives or your awesome videos on Insta. I'll pop you on my list. What? Not ever. You know what? Autocorrect yesterday was doing an absolute number on me. I don't know how many times I had to send another message saying that was supposed to be this word, not that word. Like, oh, no, that didn't make any sense to you. It's supposed to be this word, not that word. It happened to me at least 10 times yesterday. At least. All right, 10:30 for you. So that's another hour away, yeah? It's another hour away for you. Hour and a half. I don't know. Time difference. Okay. Nicole. I'm going to use these cards for you, Nicole. Autocorrect gets me every time. I need to pay more attention. Yeah, I'm not sure whether maybe that's a message for me as well. Maybe I need to pay more attention as well. There was a lot of interaction yesterday. For me anyway. All right, Nicole. 40 minutes. So no idea. Obviously, I have no idea about the time. Oh, that's right, because it's 2.5 hours in daylight savings, isn't it? And only an hour and a half right now. Okay. Oh. So, Nicole, self-sabotage is your card today. Self-sabotage. So the first thing that comes to mind for you, Nicole, is everything you're telling yourself in your head is not true. It's not true and it's not real, right? And the only thing holding you back right now is what you're telling yourself in your head. Hi, Chantel. So let's see what else we've got. See what else we've got. So I want to tell you, Nicole, that you're not lost. You're recalibrating. So this is, I've had to repeat this to myself several times in the last week. You're not lost, you're recalibrating. So we get to a point where we get so overwhelmed with everything that's going on. For me, I was so focused on all the world stuff and I was going down this pit of negativity. Like I was so deep in it that I couldn't see my way out of where I was at. But then I realized I wasn't lost, I was just recalibrating. So all this stuff that was coming up for me was coming up so that I could release that shadow aspect of myself. So I could release that, shadow aspect of myself, the grief, the whatever it was, the anger and all the stuff that was coming up for me, to be able to release into the ethers so that I could step up. So I could recalibrate to the next level, yeah. In order to be able to show up in the world in a more positive manner. So more focused on purpose, more focused on the things that actually matter. So get out of your head. Feel into your heart. Go outside, take a walk, breathe. Maybe the breathe card was for you too. Let's see what else we've got here. So the language of letting go, I'm going to pull a card from that deck for you as well. I knew I had to get them out today. Okay. Ooh, okay. Take off your masks. All right. So the sabotage that you are going through right now is simply because you're afraid to show up as yourself. All right. The fear of judgment is stopping you from showing up as yourself. But it's time to take off those masks. It's time to take off. So the energy thing that I'm going to do tomorrow is going to be really beneficial for you. So keep an eye out for it. Because when you're deep in your own inner knowing, when you can show up as yourself, even though that fear is always going to be there, but fear is not made to stop us from doing the things that we're supposed to be doing while we're here. That's not what fear is for. Fear is to show us the next step. Fear shows us the next direction to move towards. Because if we're a little bit afraid of that, that means we need to step into it. Yeah, not avoid it, not fight it, but learn to dance with it. Yeah, learn to dance with the fear. Don't let it stop you. Oh, look, discover your life purpose. So you are on the step right now, Nicole. You are on the step of stepping into true heart and soul purpose. Take off the masks. Stop procrastinating. All right, get out of your head. Because it's all the stuff that's going on in your head that tells you that you can't, or that you'll be judged, or that people won't like you anymore, or whatever it is that you're telling yourself. None of that's true. None of that actually matters, because what other people think of us is actually none of our business, and it reflects more on who they are than on what you are. So your fear of judgment, your fear of them judging you, is actually you judging you. All right? This is you judging yourself. All right? So it's time to step out of that. Let me just pull one more card for you. Okay. What else? What else does Nicole need to know today? If you can push through this uncomfortableness, Nicole, there's utopia waiting on the other side. Utopia, cornucopia, abundance, joy, love, purpose, passion, all the things. You just have to allow yourself to feel it and allow yourself to be in it, to step into it. Just got one more card for you, Nicole. Don't go anywhere. Oh, look. Releasing fear. Today, I will ask God to help me let go of my need to be afraid. I welcome peace, trust, acceptance, and safety into my life. I will make a point of listening to my healthy, rational fears and will relinquish all of the others. So the card at the bottom of the deck is taking time for meditation and prayer. Take a moment for meditation and prayer. I know that I am a creation of God and He loves me. God, through meditation and prayer, I have faith that I will hear you when you talk to me and you will listen when I talk to you. So this is about going inwards, yeah? Finding that voice within you that's your higher self, your inner child, your soul, yeah, because it speaks to you and it's guiding you, and you can't go wrong. If you go inside and you listen, then you can't go wrong. Okay. I don't believe we can really go wrong anyway, because we're here living. Yeah, everything happens. I was going to say everything happens for a reason, but that's so cliche. There's a lesson in everything that happens. That's what I want to say. Something to be learned. Life happens for us, not to us. Okay, Nicole, good luck, darling, good luck. Lisa, beautiful Lisa, you are up next. Okay. Awesome. I'll put that post in a little bit later with the link for the internal compass meditation as well. Oh. So Lisa, it says children, all right? Your connection with children is part of your life purpose. I think that this is about building a connection with your inner child. What else is... All right, what else? I'm going to pull a card from a different deck. So, all of the fear that you are feeling right now is from the wounds that you carry from your childhood. So there's a belief or something along those lines that is bringing up all that fear and all that uncertainty and the I want to use the word disempowerment, like I don't want to use that word. All right, let's pull another card for you. So how can you connect with your inner child? What is it? I think there's going to be a bit of a theme running through today, simply because at the moment, the world, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, is asking us to look within and to love on those darker aspects of ourselves, to accept and integrate those shadow parts of ourselves. So the way that you can do this, Lisa, is by making that connection with your inner child, by addressing those incidents is coming to my mind, but it's not the word that I want to use. Those things that happened in your childhood that made you feel like you were less than what you are, that made you feel like you didn't have a voice, that made you feel like you didn't belong. All those things, all right, needs to be addressed. We can only bury some things for so long, because they are what these things that happened to you in your childhood, or all these beliefs that were placed on you in your childhood, is what contributes to your people pleaser tendencies as an adult, right? The need to be whatever people need you to be in order to receive love. All right, so healing that inner child, healing those childhood wounds, those childhood beliefs, is going to help you with building your own self-love, your love for yourself, so that you're not seeking it outside of yourself. See, my ears are itchy. It's so itchy. So how can you love and nurture yourself? Hi, Manuela. Hello, Manuela. I will pop you on my list. So because you are new, welcome for a start. The way that I work is that once you say yes, please, I pop you on my list and I work my way from the top to the bottom. So I haven't finished with you yet, Lisa. Hang on a second. So I will pop you on my list, Manuela. I also don't think that I will be able to answer that specific question. What does she say? I don't do prophetic, is that what the right word? Readings. I work with your energy and where you're at now. So I will certainly pull a card for you when we get to it, and we'll see what actually comes up for you. Because if that's what you're focusing on, it'll probably come through with whatever you need to work on to make that happen for yourself. Okay, Lisa, I'm going to pull one more card for you. Oh. Can't make this shit up. Look at that. Inner child. Inner child. Playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, wonder. And the family card. So it's healing that family trauma. That's what the month of August is all about. It's about all those ancestral wounds. The ancestral karma is bubbling to the surface to be addressed, bubbling to the surface to heal. So all the family stuff needs to be addressed, and it's your inner child. Through your inner child. Okay, good luck. I love when that stuff happens. All right. Jenny Marie, you are next, and then Angela, you are after that. Can't see. Okay, Jenny. Hi, Gurmeet. Welcome, welcome. I will pop you on the list, beautiful. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to make my cord for my laptop work. Just ordered a new one. It's had a bit of wear and tear. There we go. Don't touch. Don't touch it. Okay. All right. Jenny and Marie. Jenny, how are you? Oh, it's priestess. Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So what are you focusing on right now? What are you focusing on that's keeping you stuck? Oh, look, here we go. Pillars of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So Jenny, you are one of those. Well, I think you guys all are in some form or level. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been called here. You wouldn't be part of the Soul Blossom tribe. The world is going through a massive transition right now, and there are a group of us that are walking their spiritual path, that have been doing the work, that have been doing the work, that have been doing the healing, doing all the things that they have felt called to do in order to grow, in order to step into purpose. So this is one of you. You are one of those people. So right now we are on the edge, of stepping into a new earth. I don't know how to put it any other way. So there's this group of, I'm going to use the word light workers, but I'm not much for labels, but I'm going to use the word light workers for, a lack of a better description. So we're all being asked to step up right now. We're all being asked to dive deep into heal whatever it is, the grief, the pain, the trauma. There's a lot of witch hunt energy around right now, like healing from the witch hunts, because that's what this is. This is just a replication of that period in time. So what we're going through right now is pretty much the same energy and the same thing that happened through the witch hunts, with all the persecution of those like us that are healers, that are, at the core, deeply feminine. So, sorry, I'm sitting on the floor today. It's going to take a bit of adjustment. So now is the time. Now you're being asked to step up. All right. This is for you, Jenny. Now we're being asked to step up. Now we're being asked to step into our purpose, to shine our own light. And this is, it's a bit of a process. So what is not in alignment for you right now? What is not in alignment? what way of thinking is not in alignment? What actions are you taking that's not in alignment? What behaviors are not in alignment? What in your life is not in alignment with your true soul's purpose, with your true soul's energy? Okay. So do something to change your energy. Let's shift our focus. Let's shift our focus onto what is. So focus on what's not in alignment and do what you need to release that, to let it go. Okay. And so dancing, I know it's just a metaphor for doing whatever you need to shift your energy, but dancing is actually a really awesome way to shift your energy. It's also deeply connected with the feminine, so you can connect with that part of yourself, that healer part of yourself, that light worker part of yourself through dance, through chanting, through, just reconnecting with that feminine part of yourself. So that's what you're being asked to do right now. Find what's not in alignment and find and address that. I'm not saying don't look at it, don't deny it, because when we don't look at it and don't deny it, we're just shoveling it down, and we're not addressing it. Okay, that's the same with our shadow, just by the way, everybody. It's all a part of who we are. We are equal parts light and equal parts dark. All right, but we can't be all love and light if we're denying the dark. All right, we want to be all love and light. Well, if we want to focus more on the love and light, we still need to address the dark. We still need to integrate it. We still need to love on it and accept that it's part of who we are. When we deny it, we bury it, and we can't be love and light. I hate that term, just by the way, but for lack of a better way of describing it, only because it's overused. And everyone says you've got to be all love and light, but we're not all love and light. We're dark. We're dark and shit. We've all got our shit. Like it's part of who we are. So address what you need to. Integrate and move forward. All right. Find ways to share your light with the world, because that's what you need to do right now. Because you are the oracle, okay? All right. Hello, Ashley with an E. I will pop you on my list, beautiful. And welcome, Afia. I will pop you on my list as well. All right, Angela, you are up next. You are very welcome, Jenny. Okay, Angela. I don't know what I'm going to use for you today. All of them. All right, so I do face-to-face 30-minute readings. If you are interested, via Zoom. If you're interested, please send me a private message. But I also do have my my full spread readings. They're a 40-ish minute voice recorded reading. They are massive. They are deep dives. Like I was saying earlier, there are healings as well as information and direction. So if you would like more information about either of those, please let me know. Send me a private message. Angela. Sorry, that's funny. My daughter's name is Angela Kate. Okay, fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So whatever it is that you are worrying about right now, you don't need to worry. All right? Focus on the result that you want. Focus on the outcome that you want, not on all the what ifs or what coulds or the hows even. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, fertility. So it's a ripe time for you. You can create, you can birth the reality that you want. All right. The situation's being handled. Spirit's got this. You don't need to worry about all the other things, except for whatever it is that you want, the outcome that you want, because you can create that. You can make that happen, even though I'm sure Spirit's got it going on anyway. Oh, itchy ears, itchy ears. There's some feminine integration going on. All right, what else have we got for Angela? I'm going to pull you a let go of card too in a minute. All right, inner wisdom. Oh gosh, okay. Inner wisdom, and the card at the bottom is High Priestess. Okay. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. Interesting. So Angela, I feel like this is about the world stuff for you as well. Step out of the fear. Step out of the fear. Focus on the future that you want to create. Focus on the outcome that you want to create. All right. And don't come from that headspace of ego or whatever it is. Ego is not bad. I don't like bagging on the ego because it serves a purpose. But when we come from the ego, which is when we're all up in our head, then that's where the fear comes from. That's where the worry comes from. That's where the misdirection or whatever it is that we get all caught up in comes from there. So Spirit's asking you as well, Angela, to go inwards. It's a really strong message right now. Spirit have been kicking my butt with it too. Put down the devices. Turn off the TV. Check out for a little while. Yes, we need to know what's going on in the world, but we don't need to drown in it. All right? We don't need for it to be in our awareness all the time. Okay? As long as you know what you need to know, the rest of it doesn't matter. It's just a redirection. I was going to say divergent, but I don't know whether that's not the right word. It's not the right word. But that's just a distraction, right? When you tap into your own inner knowing, when you put the device down, when you go and spend some time outside, when you can find those moments of stillness and silence where you're not doing anything at all right, that is where the true gift lies. That's where we connect with this, and that's where we connect with this. All right, so that's what they're asking you to do right now, Angela. Create the life that you want. Go inwards to find out what the true answers are for what you seek, because everything you need is already inside of you. Okay. Okay, are you still here, Kate? I don't know how long I've been on for. And Chantel, if you can let me know if you're still here as well. You're welcome. You are very welcome, Angela. Kate is listening. All right. All right, Kate. Tranquility. Make time to relax and be still and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. All right. Consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. Oh, interesting. And father healing. All right. Oh, that treasure chest. Okay, Kate. The unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Okay, so I know I worked with you a little bit on this, Kate, but I feel like there's more that needs to come up and out about your relationship with your father. So perhaps it might be time to do a little bit more work on that. But not, so I feel like there's a little bit of fear maybe behind that, because that is that shadow stuff coming out. So I'm trying to remember what your last reading was. I think it was to do with past life. So this is the ancestral healing. So for this month, and this is for everybody, for this month, be really focused on doing the work. All right? Don't put it off till Sunday. Don't meditate once a week. Don't, go, I'll just do that later. If it comes up for you, address it right then and there. Heal it right then and there. This month is going to be massive. And all of this stuff is going to come out. So you can either resist it and make life really uncomfortable for yourself, or you can address it as it comes up, and be uncomfortable for just a little while, because it's always a little bit uncomfortable when we're addressing those wounds and those toxic relationships. And I think inner child work, Kate, would be really beneficial for you this month as well. And if you feel called to reach out to a mentor, if you want to do some more work with me, please let me know. We'll organise a package designed for your specific needs. Because I do that for anyone who's listening that would like to work one-on-one with me. I haven't actually released any of my programs yet, but I am open to doing, I might release that today actually, like a 20-minute hot seat session where we get to deep dive into what's going on with you and work out what your path of healing what you need on your path of healing, and how I can support you in that, and then design a package for your specific needs. So if anyone wants to work with me, or want more details about that, please send me a private message as well. So Kate, it's time to heal in real time. All right, address it as it comes up. Build that connection with your inner child. Use the tools that I gave you. Use the tapping. and any of the energetic meditations that you have. So yes, I'll leave that there for you, Kate. If you're just joining me now, just to let you guys know that I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow, and walk you through my process that I do every morning to protect my energy, to contain my energy, to make sure that I'm the one in charge of what goes out and what comes back in. So I'm actually going to walk you through that process. I know that there's been so many people that I've gone, okay, I'll send you the details, and I just haven't got to it because and I figured this is going to be the easiest way to do that. So I'm going to put a post up a little bit later today with a link to my mentor's free meditation pack for the internal compass activation meditation and the internal compass chakra clearing meditation. And there's a couple other goodies in there as well. But these, I use the internal compass. I use my internal compass as a form of protection in so many different ways every day. So it's a valuable tool for me to pass on to you guys as well. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the post a little bit later, as well as the live stream tomorrow afternoon, evening-ish. It'll be more evening than afternoon. Okay, what did I just do with that deck of cards? There they are. Okay. Chantel Crystal, Manuela and Gurmeet, can you let me know if you guys are still here? Hi, Rena. Hi, I haven't seen you for ages. Okay. Chantel. So windy. It's been so windy. Has it been windy anywhere else? It's starting to drive me a little bit crazy. Lots of wind and lots of rain. I know it's all like just clearing everything out, washing away the old. I'd really like some sunshine too. All right, Chantel. I'm using the Heal Yourself cards for you today, Chantel. So Ashley says, WA wet weather has been insane, but sun is out today. Yeah, I think we get your weather a day or two after. So Chantel. All right. So this is a card at the bottom of the deck. It's beauty. And I feel like for you, this is uncovering your beauty within from your own perception, not anyone else's. So you got the Dreams card. We'll come back to that one, I think. You got the Healing card. And you got the Hole in the Soul card. So I'm actually going to get the book out if I can find it. Oh, excellent. You're here as well, Manuela. Fantastic. You are up next. So from memory, the Hole in the Soul is about childhood wounds as well. Let me just have a look. Oh, yes. One way your childhood wounds disrupt an extraordinary life is through low-grade depression and experienced as a perpetual empty feeling. If, as a child, you tried to make everything all right by picking up the pieces of your family dramas, then you adopted a false self. When you lose your authentic self, you disconnect from your true feelings, needs, and desires. Instead, you wear a mask to make others feel more comfortable. Being detached leads to profound loneliness and isolation, as you are always mourning your true self. This card resonates with me too. This card encourages you to discover your true self through learning about your childhood and mourning the abandonment and neglect that you felt. So we've got a pretty strong underlying thread going through our readings today. Okay. Healing. If you are experiencing stress, feeling overwhelmed, are suffering ailments in your body, or feeling exhausted and depressed, it means that your body is trying to communicate with you. Your body wants to start treating it in a more loving manner and listening to the messages it is sending you. So, Chantel, do you have any physical ailments going on right now? Can you let me know? Can you let me know? I think this is really important. Healing takes time. It is a process. Your first step towards healing is to create a safe, loving, supportive environment where you can listen to your inner wisdom. Do you have anything physical going on right now? Interesting. Because our body speaks to us. Our body, so we have like our aura, which comes in like layers. I wouldn't be able to tell you different bodies, like the etheric body and then the emotional body and then the, I don't know, there's a few of them and I'm sure they're really important, but I can't tell you what they are off the top of my head. But they make its way through all these different layers of our aura. And if we don't address whatever the emotional thing is that's going on, then it shows up in our body as a physical ailment, right? It shows up in a physical way in our body. So each physical part of ourselves has a specific attachment to whatever emotion it was. So you can actually look up knee. Okay, what's going on with my knee? These are the emotions that are attached to it. Okay, this is what I need to work on. That's why I asked you, Chantel. This is why I'm sitting next to my bookshelf. Knee, back, shoulder, tummy, mind, like basically your whole body. So can you tell me, is your knee and shoulder on the same side? And can you tell me what side that is? So back is about support. Tummy is digesting. Okay, so what's coming to mind for me is addressing what's going on with within your body. So with your stomach, what are you eating? How are your eating habits right now? Are the foods that you're putting in your mouth helping you or not? Are they good for you or are they not? So whatever you're having trouble digesting right now. So the neck, shoulder, I think that's all like interconnected, because one compensates for the other. Can you tell me what started hurting first? And what was going on in your life around that time that it started showing up for you? Okay. So Chantel, I feel like this is world stuff for you right now as well. As highly sensitive empaths, we not only feel what's going on in the world, we feel what's going on with everyone else that's feeling whatever's going on in the world. And that's why I have to show up tomorrow. Anyway, so knees. Hang on, what did you say it was? Right knee. So right is masculine. Our right side is generally our masculine side. It doesn't happen for everyone, but in general terms, the right is masculine, the left is feminine. So right knee, issues with father or a brother, uncle, or significant male in your life, difficulties in moving forward in your career, limited thinking, where do you not want to bend in your life, fear of failure. The book is your Bible. Yeah, I love it. This one here, actually. This book is this one, but on steroids. It's like, this is my Bible. Metaphysical Anatomy by Yvette Rose. This one's like the kick-ass version of this book. But this one's good just for what we need right now. So right knee is the fear of failure, limiting yourself within the structures and mindset that is being enforced right now. So this is a break free moment for you, Chantel. This is an opportunity for you to address the constrictions of all the things that you are unable to digest about what's going on right now. Left shoulder. And I feel like a lot of what you're carrying with you right now, Chantel, is not actually yours. I feel like you're carrying a lot of everyone else's stuff, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So the left, it's your left shoulder, which is the feminine. So it's the feminine right now. Excuse me, oh, something just shifted. It's the feminine right now that we're all trying to reconnect back with. It's the feminine that's been buried for eons, right? So it's that feminine side of ourselves that we're all trying to connect back into right now. But you're not doing it just for you, Chantel. I feel like you're carrying it for everybody else, and you don't need to. It's not yours to carry. All right, you just need to focus on yours. That's where the fear of failure in your knee comes in, because you feel like you're carrying the weight of everybody else's path, journey, experiences, emotions, all the things, right? But you don't know how you can help others. You don't know how you can help them fix that, right? But it's not your responsibility to do that. You can't fail at a job that is not meant for you, okay? I'm just going to have one more thing. The neck. Even though this is all interconnected. 87. All right. I'm just going to read out what jumps out at me, Chantel. And the first thing is inability to communicate feelings. So you're holding it all in, yeah? Okay. Chantel, you just need to have a really, really, really big cry. All right? You just need to have a really, really big cry. Any feelings that you have are not wrong. Any feelings that you have are not bad, okay? And having those feelings doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you wrong, all right? Just makes you human. You're just human, okay? Human. It just makes you human, all right? And anger and fear and sadness and all those things are not bad. They're just part of who we are. And if we feel like they're bad, then we deny that we feel that way. But when we deny that we feel that way, that's when things go to shit, because we really need to address the fact that you're angry. You feel angry about stuff. All right. And if you allow that to come up and out, then it's not going to sit and fester, and it's not going to compound. All right. So that's your message for today. I am just going to draw one more card for you. Discover the beauty of who you are within by releasing all those big feelings that you feel like you're not supposed to have. All right. And releasing all those big feelings that you feel like you're not supposed to have that are not yours as well. All right. You're carrying a lot of stuff that's not yours. It's everybody else's. So Chantel, I want you to tune in tomorrow as well. Because learning about your energy, learning about how you give it out, learning about how to contain it, to bring all your energy in and release anything that's not yours, is such an invaluable tool. All right. So tune in tomorrow. You feel like you're not allowed to have them. Yes. And generally, it's our own judgment that stops us from doing that as well. I just walked a little bit of this path myself. When I feel like I shouldn't feel the way that I feel, I deny that I feel that way. But when I deny that I feel that way, I just feel fucking horrible. I just feel really, really bad, and everything just compounds. And it's not until I go, okay, here's how I feel, blah, 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 blah. This is what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And if I can let it all out and just love on that part of myself for feeling that way, it's other people that make you, okay, nobody can make you feel anything, Chantel. That's an actual choice. That's a choice. You are choosing to allow yourself to feel that way from their actions. So choose different. Choose what's more in line with you. All right. And that's the whole energetic thing as well. All right. And maybe ask yourself whether you should be spending time with these people, because if they're not being congruent to lifting you up and encouraging you and nurturing your soul spirit, then perhaps you should not spend so much time with them. Okay, Manuela. I know you asked me about your, what was it? I want to know if I will get a full scholarship for university and if you have any messages for you. So I'm just going to draw a card for you, I think. What cards am I going to use? And Archangel Michael, let's start with those ones. Hi Beth, welcome to Soul Blossom Intuitive Energy Healing. I am going to pop you on my list, Beth. So I work my way from the top to the bottom. Your name goes on the list, and then I work my way from the top to the bottom. So you will need to hang around, but the gift in these live streams, I find, is that if you have been called here, there's something here for you. So sitting here and listening to everybody else's reading is actually a gift, I find. You will discover your own little message in each reading that I do. So hang around. Hang around. Manuela, she wants to know about her scholarship. I feel like even if it doesn't come in as a full scholarship, you're still going to be okay. Like, you're still going to create that for yourself. Like, you're still going to be able to not get by, but actually it will all come together. Let me just put a card for you. So let go of the outcome. That's just popped into my head. Let go of the outcome. So in saying that, still focus on the outcome that you actually desire, but don't hold on to the pros and the cons of whether that actually comes into fruition. That's what I mean by letting go of the outcome. So don't hold all of your hopes and dreams into the outcome that you desire. Hand it over. So this is the outcome that I desire. Here you go, Spirit. And then whether it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. All right? But life is going to work out for you regardless. Your path will work out for you regardless of the outcome. Welcome, Beth. I love having newbies. Feel free to like and share my page. Spread the love everywhere. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Having all this space means I've got more room to spread out. So this is a card just jumped out of my head when I went to show you. Honor and trust your feelings. Honor and trust your feelings. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. So that's moving through all the conflict and feelings and the desire and all that sort of stuff that's going on inside of you for this desired outcome. Go forward fearlessly. So I feel like you just need to show up in the world like it's already done. Show up in the world like it's already happened for you. Like there's no question about it. The scholarship's going to happen for you. I'm going to make my plans around this. Like, it's already done. I don't have to worry about this. And look at this. This situation is already resolved. The outcome is already in place. It's already done. It's already done. All right. I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. It's handing it over. Hand over the outcome. Allow it to just come into fruition. And believe that it's already done. Believe that it's already yours. Thank you for resolving this in a divinely perfect way. Okay, so the outcome is what is best for your highest good. All right, it's what is best for your highest good. So it's saying that it might not look the way that you think it will. It might not look the way that you think it would. So Spirit has this funny way. You go, okay, I want this. And in order to get this, I need to do this, and this. Right? And then Spirit goes, oh, she wants to do this. This is how we get there. This is how we get there. All right? So instead of this, like we feel is safe for us and comfortable for us, Spirit just goes, okay, here it is. And in that whoosh, we all feel like we're going, ah. All right. So the situation is already resolved. The outcome is already in play. Be open to moving with whatever the outcome is and know that it's for your highest good. All right? And there's always an answer. So even if things don't work out the way that you think they will work out. They will work out the way that's most in line with your heart and soul. Or whatever lessons you need to learn from this lifetime. I don't know if that was very helpful. I'm going to pull this card. I'm going to pull one of these cards for you as well. Because, you know, I don't have enough cards out already. What did I just do with the rest of that deck? Oh, there they are. That's why I should tidy up after myself, because I lose stuff. Okay. One more for you, Manuela. Excuse me, something just shifted then as well. Oh, let go and enjoy. Confirmation. Right, that's all you need to know. Let go and enjoy. All right, Gurmeet, you are up next, beautiful. I'm just going to clear my space a little bit. Because I've got all my decks out. Hang on. I might actually use those ones for you today. There we go. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm going to leave those ones out for you as well, actually. Okay. Rough enough. Maybe. Just one more. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. Okay, Gurmeet, you're up next. Okay, I've got about 30 more minutes, all right? I'll get through as many as I can in that 30 minutes. Hi, Samantha. Okay, this is for you, Gurmeet. Thank you, Samantha. Gurmeet, crown chakra. Okay, now let's see what else we've got here. Creativity and intuition. Ooh, gut instinct. Personal power. This is a solar plexus card. Intuition. Knowing, sensing, trust. So, I feel like Spirit's trying to work through you right now, Gurmeet, but then there's a bit of a block. So I don't know if there's something that you want to create, something that people have been, something that Spirit has been trying to show you, trying to move you towards, trying to help birth through you. All right. But I'm not sure if there's so this is what comes to mind. I don't know if I've got words for that. The English language is so minimal. Anyway, because you've got the crown, which is where all of our ideas come in. All right. But you're not opening your crown to whatever ideas are waiting to come in for you. Because something is waiting to be created. Something is waiting for you to create it. It has to do with your intuition. It has to do with your own inner knowing. And, I think that you know what that is. I think that you know what that is. I'm going to draw a card from here. But I feel like there's a bit of a conflict for you, Gurmeet, between... I want to say between what you do in your 3D physical reality and what you do, what Spirit wants you to do from your 5D connected consciousness reality. Because they're two very different. And I know that you've got a foot in either world. And there's a bit of a conflict for you around diving into one or the other. I don't know whether conflict is the right word. Let me just draw another card for you. It's about finding balance. I think it's about finding balance for you, because we still need to show up in our 3D physical reality. And what you do, like the teaching that you do, is something that you're really passionate about. But there's something to do with the 5D consciousness, intuition, like intuitive part of you that wants to be created, something that the world actually needs. And I feel like it will coincide with your knowledge in the teaching. So when I was growing up, when I was little, I wanted to be a teacher. Right? I wanted to shape the minds of the youth to create amazing humans, right? The truth is, I'm still a teacher, just not the way that I thought that I would be. I can still connect with the youth and still teach them, but not in the structures of a school classroom, which is restrictive. And also not in line with my beliefs about what is valuable, what is a valuable education. Okay, so I still get to show up. I still get to teach people. I still get to learn and pass that knowledge on. I still get to make a difference in people's lives by teaching them more about themselves and helping them to learn more about themselves, which is where my gift lies. That's what I'm most passionate about. That's what I love doing. All right. So where can you find the balance between the two? Thank you, Ashley. um, I can't wait till the day. So big vision goal for me, just on a side note, big vision goal for me is to do workshops, to travel, to do workshops, to do seminars, to be able to interact and connect with as many people as possible, to impart that wisdom onto as many people as possible, to change the lives of as many people as possible. And I just can't wait to do it. Like, I can't wait to meet everybody. Yeah. Long-term goal. Long-term, next 5 years, hopefully, depending on how the world stuff goes. I'm not here to play it small, and neither are you, Gurmeet. Just by the way, you're not here to play it small. And the only thing that keeps us small is the restrictions that our mind puts on us about what we believe we can and can't do. I have my glasses on. Brianna, welcome, beautiful. So I'll put your name on my list, and I'm working my way down. I do only have maybe 30 more minutes, so I'll get through as many of you as I can. But I do recommend that you hang around regardless, because even though I'm doing readings for people, you will find your own little nuggets of wisdom in each reading that I do. There will be something that will resonate with you in each reading, and that is a message for you. You've shown up here for a reason. So if I don't get to you, then know that there is a message here for you regardless, if you choose to continue watching. Brianna. Okay. Never let someone say you can't. We can and we will. Yes. Funnily enough though, it's not someone say you can't. It's us telling ourselves we can't. Because in order to grasp the concept of all the big things, it comes down to how we feel about ourselves, what we feel we deserve, what we feel we're capable of. So it's really us that tells ourselves that we can't, because that's what we're taught to believe, or that's what we believe about ourselves. So, because, everyone's always going to have an opinion, but the only person's opinion that really matters to you is yourself, is your own. So it's really you telling you that you can't, even though you can, because it's hard to get your head around. It's hard to get your head around the vision of that. So I've spent a lot of my life in the poverty consciousness. I actually have $1 million mindset. Like, I can envision my life traveling, touching people's lives, meeting lots of people. I can envision that. But to be able to reconcile that with the life that I'm living right now, it's not easy. It's not easy. I have moments of doubt. Like, normally when I can show up here on a regular basis, but when I'm going through my own stuff, I find it difficult to show up. I find it difficult to be present. I find it difficult to interact. So I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, Gurmeet, I'm just going to pull one more card for you. So for you, it's about reconciling your two different worlds and finding a balance there, not denying one or the other. Don't deny one or the other, because both of them are part of who you are. And if you can integrate them together, then it's just going to make you better in each world. Sorry. Notifications dropping down. All right, one more. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. How can you mother yourself? All right. So it's about nurturing you. It's about doing what's best for you. It's about showing up as yourself, integrating both both aspects of yourself, the 3D and the so the physical reality and the higher level consciousness reality. I am Kate. I did a reading for you earlier. I'll see if I can timestamp it for you and let you know. If not, Ashley with an E will probably be able to tell you as well. So I'm actually going to leave that there, Gurmeet. You are capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for, and you are capable of so much more than you allow yourself to be. So don't hold yourself back. Okay, Ashley with an E, you're up. Thank you for your patience. Okay, Afia and Rena, if you guys can let me know if you're still here, because you are next on my list. My tea's gone cold. Okay, Afia's still here. Glasses are so dirty. Okay. Ashley with an E. What cards am I going to use for you today? I feel like doing something a little bit different for you. Play out the big guns, hey? These are the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. I don't use these very often because I need to get the book out for them. I don't use these on live streams very often. I use them every other aspect of my life. I actually did a reading for myself a few nights ago just because I was on that verge of like recalibration. Yeah. And I really needed something to bring me back into my truth, not all in my head. So I did a reading for myself and all the cards were like, boom, boom. And I was like, okay, I get it. So Ashley with an E, beautiful Ashley with an E. Let's see what the Dreams of Gaia have to say for you today. My ears have started itching for you as well. Maybe because my hair's in my ears. Anyway. It's an air. So we're in the age of Aquarius, which is an air sign. And the last full moon was the moon in Aquarius. And I think we're in Aquarius for a little bit longer. I think the new moon might be in Aquarius. I'm not 100% certain about that. Astrology is not my strongest point. I figure the things come to me that I need to know as I need to know it. All right. Let's see what the Ace of Air has to say for you today. Okay. Keywords: new ideas, personal truths, paradigms, originality, individualization, motivation, choices, belief. A new personal ideology, unlearn and let go, fact and genuine knowledge, Honor personal truths. Know your mind. Reality is first conceived in the mind. Interesting. Be excited and motivated. Are old beliefs sabotaging your future goals? So the Ace of Air symbolizes a new way of thinking. It suggests that it's now time to let go of old, outdated beliefs and ideas that no longer serve and make way for a new and independently formed personal ideology. It is time to unlearn and let go of ideas and options born of societal conditioning, inaccuracies, and false assumptions. Interesting. And replace them with ideas born of self-awareness, fact, and genuine knowledge. It is also time to recognize both for what they are and learn to differentiate between the two. So for you, it's the same message that we've been speaking about today, Ashley. It's about letting go of all the chaos in the outside world and focusing on how you need to show up, focusing on releasing all those shadow aspects, because that's what we're in, and the ancestral trauma and all of that sort of stuff. And focusing on how you need to show up in the world, focusing on what you can do to make a difference towards creating the new earth. You feel like you've been doing that? Yes. Yeah. So it's shifting your perception. We're going to go through waves. We're going to keep going through waves, like what I've walked through for the last couple of weeks with the chaos of lockdowns and all of that crap. Wearing a mask, that was a huge trigger for me. Anyway, well, not so much for me, but the high school students. I've got two daughters that are in middle school and high school that have to wear a mask to school, and it blows my mind. Like, it actually makes me feel physically ill. But I gave them the choice, so I can't really do anything about it because they're choosing what's right for them. Anyway, but I went in a spiral. I went down this spiral. Masks and glasses, I know, right? Of what are my rights and how can I get around this, and how can I fight? How can I fight this war? Like, how can I fight against this injustice? Like, how can I fight against for our freedom to be able to show up? And like, I was really in it. But that was like, there was a shadow part of myself. There was a past life part of myself with the persecution through the witch hunts and the hiding your truth and all those things. Like, there was so much more underneath than just the mask. It was whatever it was that I needed to learn from that. And it took a little bit for me to go, well, hang on a second. This is not how I fight the war. This is not how I want to show up in the world. Like, I don't want to be focusing on all the injustices. What I want to focus on is how are we going to win? Like, how are we going to not win, but how are we going to make sure that our freedoms are not lost? Like, how can I help people with that? How can I help myself? How do I show up with that? And it was all about, focusing. Well, what am I focusing on right now? I'm focusing on the injustice. What I need to focus on is the empowerment. What I need to focus on is the love. What I need to focus on, not saying that the injustice is that's a motivation for me. So denying that that's there is not the way that we go. We address that it's part of who we are, but we don't drown in it, right? I was drowning in it. So we don't drown in it. How we show up is how we share our light. How we show up is how we empower others around us to show up for themselves. To focusing on and controlling what we can control. Yes. Oh my gosh. I've had like 100 messages come through while I've been on live stream, and that never happens, just by the way. So what else have we got here? The Ace of Air is offering an opportunity to embrace new paradigms and patterns and to replace those that limit and restrict you. That's just a nicer way of saying what I was trying to say just before. Now you can change your mind, and in doing so, change the way you make the choices that determine your direction and shape your reality. You can cut away all that clouds judgment and perception and prevents you from knowing your true mind. Clarity will come with peeling away the layers of imposed dogma and beliefs born of past disappointments and hurt. The Ace of Air also symbolizes a time of feeling motivated and excited by the ideas in your head, your goals and dreams. That's what you focus on, your goals, your dreams, and sharing your light with everyone, sharing the love with everyone. This marks the beginning of the individualization process we all must go through in order to realize our fullest potential. So the world is in a divide and conquer. It's in a divide and conquer right now. The powers that be, it's all about divide and conquer. How can we reconnect to ourselves? How can we reconnect to each other? How can we stay connected to each other? I'll tell you the first step. Put down the tablet, put down the phone, put down the electronics. I know it's not so easy when we're, and not so much that, it's the social media. If you want to connect with people, call on the phone. If you want to connect with people, do a Zoom so you're face to face so that you're still interacting. But put down the social media. Shut off your Facebook, shut off your Instagram. Find other ways to find other things to shift your attention to focus on, because that's super important right now. You haven't owned a TV since 2017. Yeah. You're trying to run a business online, but I've been getting off my phone at night. Yeah, I feel, yeah, the running a business online is not, but I find I can do that if I set aside a certain period of time every day to be able to do the online stuff, like my social media stuff anyway, then that's it. It's when I'm scrolling and I'm always in there, like, I use that as an excuse. I run my business. This is my main, platform for connecting with people. Like it's an excuse. It's an excuse for being on there. It's the reason for being on there. So let me see what else we've got here. Time. 10 more minutes. Look here, look at this beautiful card. Yeah, procrastination, scrolling. Yeah, it's mindless. It's disconnect. For me, it's not being present. Just not being present in my reality, in my physical reality. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. About the whole disconnection and everything virtual. So this is the Nine of Earth. Generosity, charity, giving, receiving, selflessness, benevolence. I don't know what that word means. Humility and self-love. How important are your material possessions? Support a worthy charitable cause. Give away all that is no longer needed. Giving without bias or expectation. Heal self by helping others. Skeletons in the closet. Charity begins with you. Address any health concerns. Oh, that's really interesting. Because that's really important right now as well. It's building up your physical strength, being healthy and so moving more and eating more nutritious foods so that you're actually really looking after your vessel. Because when your vessel is strong, then your mind is strong and your intuition is strong, and your focus on purpose is strong. So the Nine of Earth signifies that it might be time to go through your cupboards and remove all that you no longer need to or do not use. Give to local charitable organisations that work to help those in need within your community. And if you have any skeletons in those cupboards, it might also be wise to deal with them also. Movement gets to be more though. Yes, I'm all about movement right now. But movement for me is about moving stuck energy. So I know you guys won't hear at the start, but I've spent the week rearranging my house. Rearranging, just rearranging my house, sorting stuff out, getting rid of stuff that I don't need, having a vision of the kind of energy that I want in my house, and shifting that, releasing any energy that's stuck, that's stagnant, because I've got a lot of stuff in my house that, you know, when my ex and I separated, all the crap just came with me instead of, you know, divvying it up for whatever reason. So there's a lot of stuff in my reality, in my house, in my physical reality, that's keeping me connected to that past stuff, in an energy that I don't want to be in, because my vibration has shifted and changed so much in the last 2 years that it's all just sitting in boxes and stuff because I have no use for it and I have no need for it. And when I move house, it won't come into my new house. Like, I'm manifesting my desired home. So, So clearing out your physical reality. Movement is about moving energy. It's not just about, you know, going for a walk or dancing or whatever it is. It's about how you can move the energy through your life, through your body, through who you are. So isn't it funny how we change so much? Like, even daily, I've evolved so much recently. Yeah. I think about that girl that I was, girl, wasn't really a woman back then, I don't think. She was really sad. She was really hurt. She was really restricted and closed off, disconnected, just a shell. Yeah, she was just a shell. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see how, and we should take the moments to give ourselves credit, you know, because we don't just, yes, life is an evolutionary change, like we're always changing and everything's always moving. But when you show up and you do the work, when you do the meditations, when you do the energy clearing, or, you know, following one emotion into the next to dive a little bit deeper into what the root cause is, and when you're showing up for yourself, it's coming home. That's what I keep telling. That's what I tell people. You know, I started my journey back to myself in 2012. That was when I started my journey back to myself. A lot of people call that spiritual awakening, but for me it was, you know, the spiritual part of myself was always part of me, but I buried it. So this was my journey back to my true authentic self. 2012, so nearly 10 years now. Coming home. Yeah. And it's through deep acceptance as well, like deep acceptance of who you are. What we perceive to be faults and all, because they're all just part of who we are. Learning to use my voice has been huge. It's been huge because I never used to use my voice, never used to consider what it was that I wanted and what I believed and what I thought. So that's probably been the hugest part of the whole process for me, is being able to show up and speak without fear of judgment, without fear of losing people. That's what it came down to. I used to fear that I would lose people. There's still a lot of stuff that I don't say now, but only because I has to do more with, my beliefs. At the moment, people are labeling everyone, and I don't think that being labeled as a conspiracy theorist, well, I don't really care about that. I know that that's not going to help me help others. Yeah, it's about how I want to show up, as opposed to, I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy to talk about what I believe about the whole world situation. I know a lot of it's come out today just in talking and doing readings. So I have my core four, I have a core group of friends that we solve world problems. We get together every week and we solve the whole world problems just in a couple of hours. Samantha says, empath gift with us worrying about hurting others' feelings. We just got to learn what to say, and to some we have known they are just sleeping still. Yeah, that's been pretty huge. Knowing that there are people that are just not going to wake up. And that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, shifting out. There's a lot of shifting out of low vibrational. There will be a lot of shifting out of low vibrational people, because they're the ones that are following the mainstream media and calling everyone with a more expansive mind conspiracy theorists. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting couple of years. Let's just say that, I think. Ashley says, I don't have a voice at the moment. When it comes to the world issues, it's not mine. I'm here to be a light. Yeah, I agree. And you know what? You can't force your opinion on other people. And that's where the divide comes in, when we're trying to force our opinion on other people. And that's not how we go about it. It's about just acceptance and compassion. That's where they're at. That's what they believe. That's perfectly okay with me. I'm not going to be able to. I don't want to change people's minds, because that's, they've got to come along their own path by themselves. Like, they've got to come to their own understanding themselves. For whatever reason, I believe that we all chose to be here at this time. I believe we all chose to be here at this time. As a soul coming down to have our human experience, we all chose to be here for whatever purpose. I know ours is to help the shifting consciousness. That's what we're here for. But there are people that have come down to be that low vibe 3D people. That's their role. That's what they're here for. Knowing some are so gifted, but God is powerful. He will work the magic. We just got his vibration going. You can't stop consciousness awakening. You cannot stop consciousness awakening, no matter how hard you try. Yeah. So I'm very conscious of what I put out in the world, very conscious of, the vibration that I want to create and the life that I want to create in the world that I want to live in. So focusing on the kind of world that I want to live in, the kind of world that I want my children to grow up in. So yes, I know they chose to be here for this period of time as well. So yeah, interesting. I could go on all day. I could talk about this stuff all day, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to jump off because it's 1:00 and I need food, and I've got work to do. Actually, I have work to do. So, this is awesome. High positive vibes, high vibration. Yes, He hit me in the face with facts. A whole light at my door came on and yelled a voice I never heard said, Samantha, get out of that bed. Sorry, Afia. And anyone else who's still here. I will go live again. I will go live again soon. I will be jumping on tomorrow to share my energy stuff. So keep an eye out for that post a little bit later with the link to download the Hannah's free meditation, essential meditation pack with the internal compass stuff in it, valuable internal compass stuff in it. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Enjoyed listening. Thank you. I feel like everyone gets something out of it because the reading's not just a reading. A reading's for me is, it's healing, it's imparting knowledge, it's, teaching people a little bit more about themselves. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me, and big love to you all, and I will see you all again really, really soon. Bye.